Everybody, Flash Tribesman here with another demo for you. Today we're looking at Laysara Summit Kingdom. Build and expand your very own settlements in high mountains. Carefully plan production chains to satisfy various needs of your three-caste society, while dealing with mountain hazards such as weather breakdowns and avalanches. Are you skilled enough to make your town thrive? This is due out in 2023, is what it says. I've not this at all. I've seen it. I've seen bits of it. It looks really exciting. Beautiful. If the art style looks amazing, so let's just dive in. New game. Obviously, this is a demo for a game that's not been released yet. Things might not work. I've muted the volume because YouTube and copyright strikes and what have you. Welcome to Laysara. In this demo, you'll build a fully functional settlement. This tutorial will guide you along the way. Let's start with you. Okay. So I've just recorded another video. I did take a drink after I finished. Right, anyway, let's usual stuff. Scroll. Whilst move the camera around. God, it's beautiful, isn't it? Continue. Build a marketplace. Alright, it's time to start building your town. Let's start with a marketplace. It'll be the central point of your settlement as it distributes goods amongst all the citizens living by. Build a marketplace. So what we got? So let's up down. So go on, let's build it. Okay, so food distribution. God, it's massive. Continue. See the red mark above the marketplace? It means the building doesn't have a road connection to the mount entry point. Let's fix that. Build a road. Okay, so build a road. So what's you are demolish tool? Okay, simple. Where's the marking? So we need to go here, do we? Okay, so go to like that. Okay, so right, like that. Now I get it. Easy enough. The marker above has changed. The new one means lacks a workforce. So let's bring folks into your town then. Build houses, increase the town's population. So let's place a few of them near the marketplace. After placing a house, it becomes inhabited instantly by 4 citizens. Workers are assigned to workplaces automatically. Have 32 citizens with access to the marketplace. So when I come off of that. So the tooltip won't tell us what they are until it's highlighted, which is fair enough. Residential, artisan house, monk's dormitory. So yeah, so again, like I say, it's a demo. So we want 4 houses. So maths 4, 8, 12, 16. So we need 16. So we need 8 houses. Okay. Let's go on. So I want to go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, that's great. Now continue developing your settlement. Provide citizens access to a mandala building, which is important for their spirituality. Mandala. The mandala, I apologise if I pronounced that wrong, among many other buildings in Laysara has a range. It will only be affected. Okay, fine. So we find a mandala, which is enlightenment, which is this. But if I build it here, what I'm trying to think about is where I'm going to put everything. If I put it there, I'm trying to think where's the best place to put it. And you know what I should have done? I should have put the road down the front of that. That's a schoolboy error. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there, and I'm going to run a road across the front of it. I kind of miss that. Okay, I've done that. Okay, that's wrong. So, demolish tool, destroy. I might move you actually. Destroy. Yep, I do want to do that. I put it in the wrong place. I'll move it along a little bit. And then I want to put roads again. Now let's try putting this. Now let's try putting this thing in. I wonder if R rotates. Oh, it doesn't. I don't know what I just did then. Anyway. Okay. Continue. Right. Click on a house. Okay. Here you can see both already fulfilled needs and still demand ones. Needs are divided into two categories: food, prosperity, enlightenment. The bar shows how many of which category needs to be fulfilled. Looks like folks living here would like to get some food. Which is, yes, true. Right, close the menu. Okay. So demands is marketplace. Demand food. So that's food, prosperity, enlightenment. Oh, okay, cool. Simple. Okay, so close the menu, continue. I do like this tutorial. If you watch my channel, you know there are two things I like in games: demos and tutorials. Let's start producing some eggs. Build a chicken farm, and production will start. Make sure the chicken farm has a marketplace within range. Okay, so we want to go to food. Where's the chicken farm? Build a chicken farm. Chicken farm is there. Tell you what I do want to do. Let's just be adventurous here, because it doesn't. It just feels like it doesn't feel like I'm spending any money. Or there's. It's got to see. There's a marketplace within range. Okay, build a chicken farm. Continue. Okay, supply the cities with like chicken farmers are production rates, but as indicated in cycle, it's not sending them anywhere. Let's address that by click on the chicken, send it to the marketplace. Okay. Alright, so hang on. So click on a destination. Send to. Ah, there we go. Simple. Excellent. Very simple. Great. Increase food by variety to do. Producing Sampa. Again, if I'm butchering that, I apologise. Place a mill. Make sure it is in place in range of marketplace. Supply it with barley from barley fields. Have a mill start selling barley out. Okay. So if we're going to foods, production. So you're quite a big field. If I put you I might put you here. And then maybe just it feels wrong just sticking it right in front of the marketplace. It just feels it should be, because it's not ranged in the marketplace there. If I tell you what I'm going to do, let's come off that a second. Let's put a road down here. If I put a road there, okay, and I put it there, and I put a mill up there. So a mill. So you send to there, and then you send to there. Missing yaks. Oh, so now we need to get yaks. If I go to here, missing yaks. How do we get yaks from? Barley. Okay, so done that. Continue. There we go. The game's ahead of me. Well, I'm ahead of the game. It's yaks. It's like yak breeding. So we need to start breeding yaks. Yak breeding program. Let's build some yaks there. House upgrading. Looks like your citizens are happy enough to upgrade their houses. What houses can be upgraded? You can do that by clicking on the above button. Upgrade houses accommodate more inhabitants, therefore. Okay. Upgrade 8 houses. Ah. It's a production chain game basically. Okay, we've done that. Connect 2 regions. So what's your problem? Marketplace. Okay, we'll get over it. So that's just having a bit of a thing. Let's put another Tampopa field down, and you to there. So we want, there we go. Right, okay. So I'm getting distracted. So bridge. So we want to get a road. So I want to get the road up to there. Okay, and then I want to get you from oh, cool. Connect two regions. This newly reached region will be a great place for a second residential. So put another marketplace here. Use a bridge or connect to a road. That's okay. Oh, okay. A second marketplace. Let's have a look. It's just a beautiful game. It's such a nice game. I love the graphic style's beautiful. Have a proper look at it. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Stunning. Beautiful little game. Anyway, I digress. Right, we need to get a road up. So let's put the road straight down. You kind of have to, it's weird. The place in the road is weird. You have to kind of go backwards. It's a really weird way of play. It just feels it feels weird. It's kind of, you start at the end point. Yeah, I've not quite mastered placing roads yet. View distribution, be there. Continue. So for the new residential area, let's make things interesting and bring a second caste to town. Your current villages houses lowland folks, versatile in ways of nature and land. Artisans, on the other hand, are crafty manufacturers and service workers. Oh, each caste has slightly different needs, so use a newly unlocked building to make sure your artisans are happy and upgrade their houses. So we want 8 artisans. So that we need cheese production, prosperity, baths, blimey. Like I said, so this is going to be tricky, but it's remembering who needs what. So we want 8 houses. So let's extend my road out a bit. Let's get my road going that way. No. Yes, these road things are tricky, which I clearly haven't quite mastered yet. Artisan houses. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, okay. They're level 2. Okay, so then for that we need cheese production. Okay. And then obviously artisans require cheese. Yak Shack. Okay. Cozy place with yaks provide you with wool and milk to operate yaks. So different needs, your artisans, so they require cheese. Okay. So does that mean I've got to does that mean I've got to produce cheese from over here? Does that mean I have to? I'm a bit confused here now. So does that mean now I have to put, because that's very interesting. You couldn't. Each castle is different. So use the new unlock builders to make sure your artisans are right, okay. Artisans as workers. So let's have a look. So to produce cheese, we need Yak Shack. So I'll put a Yak Shack. But is that going to be cheese production? So I put it there. I'm a bit if I put the Yak Shack here, if I put it here, and that you're going to make into cheese. There. So then I'm going to send it you. Transport out to there. And so milk to there. Right, and then that is going to send to there. And then if we go back to here and the wool, the wool can produce. So the wool can make wool, but what? Okay, so smoke. This is food, prosperity, enlightenment. Okay. Okay. And then I'm confused now. Level 2. Not in range. Quick transport route. I'm confused now because then I'm not moving a lot of buildings. Destroy. Destroy. Do I need to put those over here? If I now go to here, we want cheese. So what do I have to put? That there. And I'll put that there. If you're going to send... God, this is hard work, this is. Okay, so let's just try that again, shall we? This is tricky, this is. I'm clearly just... Because my assumption is that you want to keep your pet, you want to keep one away, you want to keep your... I would have thought you'd want to be keeping the whole thing separate. Does that mean you're going to have people come from over here to over there and want to keep them mixed up? So does that mean that all the stuff over here, each area's got to have its own, produce everything it is itself? Because I would have thought then that you'd want stuff to be separate. You'd want your lowlanders and artisans in separate settlements, because that's what kind of that narrative suggested. I can't mass this later. It's really finicky. You can just click it a certain way. Oh, there you go. So it kind of suggests to me that I've got to have separate production chains for each of these areas. Kind of just it doesn't feel right a little bit. I'm a little bit confused. Hang on. So how do you rotate things around? You can't rotate them, can you? Oh, missing one. So now I've got to put down yaks for here as well. It seems as though you've got to like double up on absolutely everything. It just kind of seems kind of wasteful a little bit. I've probably got to put road up there. I've not this laid this out very well at all. Yeah, I really did not like this, how you laid the road out in this game at all. So you are sending to there, you are sending to there, and you are sending to there. It just feels odd. The way the narrative suggested to me was that this suggests to me that you want your artisans on, you want your landers completely separate, or is that just a house? Does that mean you're going to have lowlanders coming from over here to over there? So I'm just a little bit confused somewhat. Demand X. I've then got so you almost got to have like completely separate settlements, but with doubling everything up in them. It just feels a bit odd. But anyway, it just feels like a bit of a waste having to like double up your settlements. I might have got this completely wrong. Oh, hey ho. Let's see. So you need to send goods out to there. So that was easy enough. So basically, you've got to basically double everything up. So every time you build a new settlement, you've got to, even though artisans live here, you've still got to have lowlanders stuff. That makes sense. Alright, great job. Now it's time to expand upwards and see what the map has to offer. Just like a bridge, okay. have an operating shaft to the yellowish region. Okay, so let's go from here. Let's have the road's got to be opposite, so let's go from here. Okay, and then okay, just try that again, shall we? Okay, this is a lot harder than it looks. So let's not try. Let's. Oh, bug! I didn't mean to do that. This is not as easy as it looks. Let's try from here, shall we? Okay, this doesn't want to play the game, it doesn't want to play ball, this doesn't. Okay, let's try from here. Okay, this has been a while, this is getting a bit frustrating. So I've clicked on it. Yeah, there we go. That was ridiculously complicated. But I probably made it more complicated than it needed to be. Okay. In the average region of the middle zone, production output of some buildings depends on which zone they are placed in. This is shown in the tooltip. Oh. An example of buildings working this way is a beekeeper. It produces significantly more resources if placed in the middle zone. Let's use this to our advantage. Have an operational beekeeper in the middle zone. Okay. Ah, yes, it shows you there. Okay. Okay. So I've got to put you there. Obviously, I'm going to complain you need a road. Like that. I don't like. I really don't like how this road. I join these roads together. I really don't at all. And then continue. If you want to provide your people with honey, we need to find a way to transport it all the way down. Beekeepers can have resources to nearby buildings, so build a warehouse. Okay. There's going to be a lot of management in this game. Production chain management. Obviously, then you send that to there. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, warehouses can be used to transport over long distances. Warehouses don't have ranges; they use carriers instead. The more carriers assigned to the transport route, the plus important, the more resources can be transported. Send honey down to your marketplaces to distribute to your folks. So, okay. So we're gonna get from there to there and to there. Okay, then I'm going to send another carrier. I'm going to send to there. I'm going to carry to that. Ah, there we go. Cool, that's simple enough. Only supply, not met demand. Okay, let's start copper mining. Tell you what I'm going to do first of all is let's go into here. Nope, let's go into here. Let's go to honey and build it because it doesn't. We don't seem to. There doesn't seem to be any kind of. There doesn't seem to be any kind of. We're not using. Treasure. We seem to have an infinite amount of. As money mechanic is turned off. I'm assuming that all this will cost money, and you can't just randomly build stuff like I'm doing now. Okay, so we start copper mining. Copper mining utensil. Here we are. Copper mine. Okay. Hang on, so copper mine. And then okay, I'm not somewhat doing it actually. Why? Okay, hang on a minute. Let's just destroy you. Start getting right. So start mining copper. Move the cursor over resource to see the button for placing. Right. Okay. So let's go into here. Into here. There we go. Oh, okay. Then you require a warehouse. Okay. I'm presuming you need a road. No road connection. Okay, we need a road, that's obvious. Okay. You need missing lowlanders workforce. So I put more utensils. If I build more lowlanders houses down here, hang on. So then, that's going to increase. That's then going to increase the demand. That then satisfies that. Of course, that satisfies the demand there. Then you need then to send it to. So you're producing what you are. Mines, copper mining. So then if I was to here, utensil maker. Here. So then I'm going to send it you to there. I'm going to send you right. Okay. So you got to store another blinking warehouse. Oh, okay. So a warehouse can only store one thing, and then you can then send to there. One carrier, and send to there with one carrier. Okay. And then if I go on that route there, okay. Okay, so okay. Cool, I get it. This is upgrade 20 houses to level 3. So you've still not supply meeting, not meeting demand. So let us then go into here. Let's stop making more stuff then. Honey. If I put another honey, a couple more of them down, and then we go. You're going to send your goods to there, and you're going to send your goods to there. Let's go into production then. And then let's go to here. Demand, honey cooked utensils. It's a marketplace. Okay. And then we're going to go up here. We're going to make more. We're going to have to produce more coffee utensil makers. Missing human carriers. Okay. So you're gonna. That doesn't work like that, does it? That doesn't work like that. I can't do that, can I? I have to have more, because copper mine can only send to there. Right, so I can't really do that, can I? That's a bit of a waste, isn't it? I'm going to cancel that. So cancel. Back. Hit destroy. And you get destroy you. Okay. It's my lot being demand. So let's set up another production chain then. So we're going to here. We're going to make a copper mine. Yep, and I'm going to do another one there. I need to come in the road. The road, it might just be me, but it's really kind of fiddly. Right, so what we then want is so we're missing yaks. Blimey. You're gonna right, so you are gonna go to there, and then you are gonna send to there. You are going to send to there. You are going to send to there. Okay. We need more yaks. So we're missing 8 yaks. So I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to come down here and I'll place another yak farm. Blimey. Another yak farm. 2 more yak farms. We need artisans. We need more artisans. We need more artisan houses. So let's extend the road kind of that way. I really don't like how these roads work at all. It seems to really kind of just... Oops. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Yep. Okay, you require textiles. That's something new, isn't it? Okay. So you require yak shack and a weaver. Where's my yak shack? Yak shack is there, and a weaver. So let's go into here and go into here and have a weaver. Can I fit you anywhere? Yeah, I can fit you in there. Happy days. So you are gonna... More yaks, another yak shack. Hang on, no. Yak shack. You need to have a road. There's a lot of urban planning in here that if you're not careful you could really not do it very well. So we want to send get out of the way. So you are going to send goods to... You're going to send wool to here. Then you are going to send to there. Okay. Okay. I've upgraded. And then do you require that as well? So I'm going to replicate the same down here. Blimey. It's just like frustrating. You want to be able to provide houses for you require more cheese. Blimey. You require more cheese, which is chicken farm, produces eggs. That's a mill producing flour. You require cheese. Cheese is made from... That's another yak shack. Yak shack. Cheese production. So you're going to send milk to there, and you're going to send... Not in range, bugger. It's complicated. It's very, very complicated. The road's going everywhere. Right, so go here. And it's going to... It's very messy. So you're going to send milk to here, and you're going to send cheese to here. But we need more lowland workers, so more houses. So we're going to go back into here, and we're going to go lowlanders hut. Come on, place that very well. Look at them, place them properly. They don't let me place them right next to each other. This is a bit of a blow. Let's get you upgraded. Okay. What am I going for? So you require more yaks. We need another yak farm. We need another yak farm. Okay. Okay. So you don't have a warehouse in range. Bloody hell. So you need another. We need a warehouse kind of there. So you can send it to there. To there. Then you'll send yours to there. Then you can send it to there. Okay, you can also send it to there. +1. You are sending honey. Okay. Okay. Upgrade 20 houses. You can be upgraded. And copper utensils. Okay, and you can do the same. Okay. Let's fix that one. Upgrade. This is a challenging little game. It's a complete car crash in terms of layout. There's a lot of places met all over the place. There's a lot of planning, but I bet you could produce some beautiful looking cities if you think about it. Get it going. It's a beautiful little game. It's interesting. It's challenging. Demands fulfilled. Mandal. Ooh, hang on. I messed up on that one. Let's go over here. And the mandala. Where the devil I'm going to put it though? If I was to put a road down here, could I if I get a road down here like that, and I was to then stick it here, okay. Oh, okay. You require more honey, so we need more honey. Yeah, does like, if you're into your urban planning, this is a nightmare. If you're into like, things looking pretty, this could be an absolute nightmare trying to get everything. When you start having to build it all, it's one of these games you really have to think about layout, and you really have to think about. You have to really start thinking about kind of where everything goes, your placement, baths. Yes, it's a whole game. It's game in production chain management, and make sure you've got everything you need. Right, so what are you guys missing there? You require textiles. Right, so for that we need to produce some over here then, don't we? Production, cloth, yak shack, there, a textile mill. There, so you are going to send, and then you're going to send. There we go. Look at that, and there. build here. Avalanche inducer, great job. You've successfully built a thriving amount centre. As a last thing in the demo, let's take a very quick look at avalanches. One way of dealing with them is to trigger them preemptively, and then preemptively before they get too powerful. Hopefully it won't be too late. Have an operating avalanche inducer. Needs a road. It needs a road. Okay, so usual story, usual saga. So we need to get. Oh, blimey. So we need to get one of the rope hanging things, don't we? This thing. There we go, and then yeah, I found the placing there is quite fiddly, hit and miss. Okay, need 12 yaks. Okay, yaks. There we go, more yaks. Trigger an avalanche. Which is just basically wiped out my settlement. Okay. So I've just spent 40 minutes building that for it to be wiped out by an avalanche. Excellent! Definitely with the core system of the game. Many more features when it comes in later this year. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me know if you played it and let me know what you think about it. It seems to be very much input on production chain management. I suppose it's kind of like, I think it's trying to think ahead of what you need to place, and then place it, for example, where you put your marketplace, and it's almost trying to think about why you need to place everything so that you can kind of get it in a layout so it doesn't look like a complete car crash. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Anyway, let me know what you think. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and we'll certainly be coming back to it. Anyway, cheers, thanks very much, bye.